Hey everyone, welcome back to Switch Fever. Today we're counting down the top 10 best first-person shooters to play on your Nintendo Switch in 2025. Whether you're into fast-paced action, tactical gunfights, or futuristic combat, this list has something for every trigger-happy gamer out there. From intense single-player campaigns to adrenaline-pumping multiplayer matches, these FPS titles prove that the Switch can more than hold its own. So lock and load, check your ammo, and get ready to blast your way through our top picks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's shoot straight into it.
The iconic adventure returns with enhanced visuals on the
BioShock. The collection brings the haunting depths of Rapture and the soaring skies of Columbia to the Nintendo Switch in one unforgettable package. This acclaimed trilogy redefines the first-person shooter genre by blending intense gunplay with deep storytelling, moral choices, and immersive world-building. You begin your journey in BioShock, where you find yourself in a ruined underwater city built on the dreams of utopia, now decaying under the weight of its own twisted ideals. Plasmid powers, creepy little sisters, and hulking big daddies define an atmosphere where every corner hides a secret and a danger. BioShock 2 lets you step into the heavy boots of a Big Daddy himself, exploring the shadows of Rapture from a different perspective. The bond between protector and child, the ethical dilemmas, and enhanced combat mechanics bring fresh weight to the story. Then, BioShock Infinite takes you to the floating city of Columbia, visually stunning but hiding a dark undercurrent of fanaticism and rebellion. With skyline battles, reality-bending powers, and a narrative that challenges perception, it's a masterclass in storytelling and design. This collection includes all 3 full games, plus all single-player DLCs, optimized for Nintendo Switch with smooth performance in both handheld and docked modes. Whether you're a longtime fan or diving into Rapture and Columbia for the first time, BioShock. The collection is a must-play FPS experience that combines action, atmosphere, and philosophical depth like no other. Quake 1 and 2 Remastered brings 2 iconic shooters from the 90s to the Nintendo Switch in one explosive package. Whether you're revisiting these seminal titles or discovering them for the first time, these remasters capture everything that made Quake the groundbreaking FPS it is, now fully optimized for the portable power of the Switch. In Quake 1, you're thrown into a dark, gritty world full of hellish monsters and ancient technology. Armed with a variety of brutal weapons, you'll explore atmospheric levels, fight off nightmarish enemies, and solve intricate puzzles as you fight your way through both supernatural and sci-fi horrors. The remastered edition delivers updated visuals, better lighting, and enhanced textures, while staying true to the original's fast-paced combat and eerie ambiance. Then, in Quake 2, the action shifts to a military sci-fi setting. You play as a lone soldier sent to a hostile alien world to take on the mysterious Strogg forces. The game improves on its predecessor with more refined mechanics, a compelling single-player campaign, and brutal firefights. Quake 2 shines with its innovative use of 3D environments, strategic combat, and its unforgettable soundtrack, all now in pristine remastered glory. Both games have been optimized for Switch's unique features, with smooth performance in handheld and docked modes. The gameplay remains just as intense and fast as it was back in the 90s, making these remasters the ultimate way to experience Quake's legendary impact on the FPS genre. Quake 1 and 2 Remastered is a double dose of pure, unrelenting action. Whether you're blasting through hellish realms or alien landscapes, these titles remain cornerstones of the FPS genre and a must-play for fans of retro shooters. Metroid Redux brings the haunting world of post-apocalyptic Russia to the Nintendo Switch in a gripping, story-driven FPS experience that blends survival horror, stealth, and atmospheric immersion like few others can. This collection includes 2 complete games, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, fully remastered and optimized for the Switch. You play as Artyom, a survivor navigating the dark, claustrophobic tunnels of the Moscow metro, the last refuge of humanity after nuclear devastation turned the surface into a toxic wasteland. Down in the tunnels, danger is constant. Bandits, mutant horrors, and supernatural threats lurk in the shadows, while every bullet and gas mask filter becomes a precious resource. Light is safety, silence is survival, and trust. That's a luxury you can't always afford. What sets Metro Redux apart is its commitment to world building and realism. Weapons feel handmade and gritty, environments are drenched in tension, and the story explores heavy themes like fear, hope, and humanity on the brink. Whether you choose the survival-focused Spartan mode or the more resource-scarce survival mode, every decision matters. On the Nintendo Switch, the game holds up remarkably well. With dynamic lighting, improved textures, and solid performance in both handheld and docked play, it's one of the most atmospheric FPS experiences you can take on the go. Metro Redux is more than just a shooter, it's a descent into a broken world, told through the eyes of a man searching for meaning in the dark. If you're looking for tension, story, and slow-burning dread, this is a must-play. Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour blasts its way onto the Nintendo Switch, bringing back the king of one-liners, alien carnage, and unapologetic 90s attitude in a remastered celebration of one of the most iconic shooters of all time. Step into the combat boots of Duke Nukem, the cigar-chomping, monster-slaying anti-hero who's here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And guess what? He's all out of bubblegum. Earth is under attack by alien scum, and only Duke can save the babes, blow up the invaders, and do it all with a smirk. This 20th Anniversary Edition includes the full classic campaign, enhanced with updated visuals, improved lighting, and developer commentary. But it doesn't stop there. It also adds a brand new episode designed by the original creators, with fresh levels and new voice lines recorded by the original voice of Duke himself. The Nintendo Switch version runs smooth whether you're docked or on the go, making it easier than ever to take Duke's explosive adventures wherever you want. And yes, gyro aiming is supported, in case you want to add some modern flair to your old-school carnage. Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour is a nostalgic time machine loaded with attitude, alien guts, and one of the most memorable protagonists in FPS history. Hail to the king, baby. Crysis Remastered Trilogy brings the full high-octane saga of nanosuit warfare to the Nintendo Switch. 3 explosive campaigns that redefine what tactical first-person shooters can be, now fully optimized for portable play. You begin with Crysis Remastered, where you take control of Nomad, a super soldier dropped onto a lush, mysterious island crawling with enemy forces, and something not of this world. With your nanosuit's powers, cloaking, super strength, speed, and armor, you shape every battle on your own terms in a wide-open sandbox of destruction. Then comes Crysis 2 Remastered, taking the fight to the streets of a besieged New York City. The nanosuit evolves, and so do the threats, as alien forces known as the Ceph launch a full-scale invasion. Tighter, more cinematic, but still rich with tactical freedom, the sequel raises the stakes, and the spectacle. Finally, Crysis 3 Remastered pushes both the story and the visuals to their peak. Set in a domed, overgrown NYC transformed into a jungle, you play as Prophet, armed with a deadly compound bow and an upgraded suit, on a mission that blurs the line between man, machine, and monster. All 3 games have been visually enhanced and optimized for the Switch, delivering smooth performance, dynamic resolution, and sharp lighting whether you're playing docked or on the go. It's the complete Crysis experience, streamlined, stunning, and surprisingly powerful in the palm of your hands. Whether you're revisiting the franchise or discovering it for the first time, Crysis Remastered Trilogy is an essential FPS collection that proves the question still stands. Even on Switch, can it run Crysis? Quick pause. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss what's next. Alright, let's get back to it.
It's a murder
Bulletstorm. Duke of Switch Edition brings over-the-top carnage, explosive set pieces, and outrageous one-liners to the Nintendo Switch in a no-holds-barred thrill ride that doesn't take itself too seriously, but delivers serious action. You play as Grayson Hunt, a former elite assassin turned space pirate, who crash lands on a deadly resort planet crawling with mutants, monsters, and chaos. Armed with a high-powered arsenal and the game's signature, energy leash, you'll chain together brutal skill shots that reward creativity and destruction in equal measure. But this isn't just any version of Bulletstorm. It's the Duke of Switch Edition, which lets you play through the entire campaign as none other than Duke Nukem himself. With remixed voice lines, Duke's iconic attitude, and his legendary ego, it's a hilarious and nostalgic twist on the game's wild narrative. Fast, furious, and unapologetically loud, Bulletstorm combines classic FPS gameplay with a stylish points-based combat system that pushes you to think outside the trigger. Whether you're blasting enemies into spikes, kicking them into the air, or blowing them apart mid-sentence, every kill feels like a punchline. Optimized for the Switch with solid performance in handheld and docked modes, Bulletstorm. Duke of Switch Edition is pure FPS mayhem, fun, flashy, and completely unfiltered. If you're looking for a shooter that dials everything up to 11, this one's locked, loaded, and ready to rock.
You've been injured in the attack. I'm gonna help you.
Your drunken thirst for revenge just killed our crew.
STALKER Legends of the Zone Trilogy Official brings the brutal, post-apocalyptic world of the Chernobyl exclusion zone to the Nintendo Switch in a remastered package of survival horror and open-world exploration. This collection includes STALKER, Shadow of Chernobyl, STALKER, Clear Sky, and STALKER, Call of Pripyat, each game offering a unique perspective on the mysterious and dangerous zone. In Shadow of Chernobyl, you play as a STALKER, navigating a world full of radiation, mutants, and rival factions. Your goal? To uncover the secrets of the zone while scavenging for resources to stay alive. In Clear Sky, you get a prequel story with even more intense tactical combat and a deep dive into the early days of the zone's chaos. And in Call of Pripyat, the story brings you back to the heart of the disaster with even more refined gameplay and open-world exploration. Survival is key in all three games. The zone is unpredictable, radiation, anomalies, and horrifying mutants await around every corner. You'll need to carefully manage your gear, fight for every scrap of food and ammo, and make tough decisions as you uncover dark secrets. Now fully remastered for the Nintendo Switch, the STALKER Legends of the Zone Trilogy offers smooth performance and immersive gameplay, whether you're docked or playing on the go. If you love atmospheric shooters and a real survival challenge, this trilogy is a must-play. Doom Eternal rips and tears its way onto the Nintendo Switch, delivering one of the most intense and finely tuned FPS experiences ever made, now fully portable and just as brutal. You return as the legendary Doom Slayer, humanity's last line of defense against the forces of hell. Earth has fallen, demons have overrun the planet, and it's up to you to bring the pain. Armed with an ever-expanding arsenal, from the iconic super shotgun with its meat hook to the devastating crucible blade, you'll fight across dimensions, battling nightmarish enemies with speed, precision, and pure rage. What sets Doom Eternal apart is its fluid combat loop. Every encounter is a deadly dance of aggression. Rip demons apart to restore health, burn them for armor, and chainsaw your way to more ammo. Movement is fast, vertical, and relentless, pushing you to stay mobile and stay vicious. Surprisingly, all of this chaos runs impressively well on the Nintendo Switch. While visual sacrifices were made, the core experience remains intact: tight controls, smooth gameplay, and full campaign content, all in the palm of your hands. Panic Button's port is nothing short of a technical miracle. Whether you're a longtime fan of the franchise or a newcomer looking for a challenge that never lets up, Doom Eternal on Switch is pure, Unfiltered adrenaline, a symphony of violence that doesn't slow down and doesn't apologize.
We work to resurrect the only ones who can save this world. We were given the honor to serve the gods. Wolfenstein II. The new Colossus brings the fight against the Nazi regime to the NintendoSwitch in a thrilling, action-packed shooter that's as brutal as it is captivating. As BJ Blazkowicz, you'll wage war against a terrifying, alternate history version of Nazi-occupied America, where the Third Reich has won World War II and now controls the globe. In this gripping sequel, you'll join the resistance, battling through intense firefights, explosive set pieces, and an unforgettable story. From stealthy takedowns to all-out mayhem with heavy weaponry, Wolfenstein II lets you take the fight to the enemy in a variety of ways. The combat is fast, fluid, and satisfying, whether you're dual-wielding assault rifles or bringing the pain with a massive shotgun. The narrative is as impactful as the action, with a cast of characters you'll care about and a plot that explores themes of resistance, sacrifice, and freedom in a world on the brink. Expect shocking twists, emotional moments, and the kind of over-the-top moments that only Wolfenstein can deliver. On the Nintendo Switch, the new Colossus runs surprisingly well, with solid performance whether docked or handheld, keeping that cinematic, action-packed experience alive on the go. It's a technical achievement that proves how powerful the Switch can be, even for demanding games. Wolfenstein II. The new Colossus is a must-play for fans of first-person shooters, action, and deep, immersive storytelling. If you're ready to bring the fight to the Nazis and kick some serious ass, this game will not disappoint. Metroid Prime Remastered brings a legendary journey back to life, revamped, reimagined, and more stunning than ever on the Nintendo Switch. This isn't just a classic FPS, it's a masterclass in atmosphere, exploration, and isolation. You step into the iconic power suit of Samus Aran, a lone bounty hunter sent to the desolate planet Talon IV. What begins as a simple investigation quickly unravels into a deep sci-fi mystery filled with ancient ruins, corrupted technology, and bioengineered horrors. With no backup, no support, and danger around every corner, survival depends on your instincts, your upgrades, and your aim. Blending first-person shooting with puzzle solving, platforming, and environmental storytelling, Metroid Prime defined what a first-person adventure could be. And in this remastered version, the visuals have been completely overhauled, updated textures, enhanced lighting, smoother animations, and modern dual-stick controls make this feel like a brand new game, while still honoring every detail that made the original a classic. Whether you're scanning alien artifacts, navigating labyrinthine corridors, or engaging in fast-paced combat with alien predators, every moment feels deliberate and immersive. And on Switch, whether docked or handheld, the experience is crisp, responsive, and beautifully atmospheric. Metroid Prime Remastered isn't just a return, it's a reminder of how powerful storytelling, isolation, and exploration can be when done right. For fans of sci-fi, for fans of shooters, and for anyone who missed this masterpiece the first time, this is essential.
As you explore the labyrinth-like maps, you'll encounter the secretive, villainous space pirates. Making use of 4 different visors is integral to exploration. The combat visor displays vital information, including Samus's health and missile supply. The scan visor can be used to activate certain devices, access information databases, and analyze enemy weaknesses. The thermal visor allows you to identify varying temperatures via heat detection. Finally, the X-ray visor can see through otherwise solid objects.